And the microphone is on. Welcome, everyone. And I better turn that song off, otherwise it'll play next time I do something here. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX live stream. Welcome to everyone. And first off, glad to see my wonderful moderators. Arizona Snowman is in the house, C&D Boy is here as well, and Joseph Field Official is here. Of course, Piggy is on her vacation, so she's over in Greece or someplace, island hopping. I don't know how you hop from island to island. You gotta have really good trotters to do that, but apparently that's what they're doing. I think we figured out how they're getting from island to island, but we'll wait till we get to bacon seeds to show you that. Anyway, we do have some interesting stuff going on, but everything was pretty much status quo as to the day, and really nothing too absolutely spectacular. I just figured, well, we'll take a look and we'll start out with what we've got. But welcome to everyone. And before I forget here, Hermione is the one who got cookies today. She was number one. And let's get that in there. And Larry Vladica, Larry, I'm going to give you 2 cookies or 2 stacks of cookies for trying. You were very close, and I know you tried to get in there and you just typed in some stuff just randomly to try to get in, and you didn't quite make it. She beat you by about 2 seconds. So it was a clear win on Hermione's part, but definitely you were close, and definitely I get a little bit for effort there, Larry. So excellent stuff, and glad you're back at home, Larry, and glad you enjoyed your trip to Iceland. Speaking of Iceland, I see Yona is in the house. Welcome, Yona. And Yona is in Iceland, of course, just a little bit south of Reykjavik, and enjoying it, I guess. Not sure if she would have felt that shaker today, but there was a 3 that they had reported. I'm not sure if that was too much or too little to be felt that far away. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little while. Right now, let's concentrate on saying hello to everyone. And we'll start out by saying hi to Hermione, of course, and Mars 2028, welcome. A Spooky Avocado is here, as well as Sue Hayes. Juliet is here, and of course Yona from Iceland. Juliet, we got, okay, Sue, we got Kate is here. Grandma B made it back in. Boat, perhaps, what? Oh, I don't know what you're doing with that boat, but okay. Echo the Bot is here. Welcome. Going up a little bit more. Trev T, with only about a few seconds left on his birthday. And Wayne something with a really long name. And welcome. All right. Going up some more. Henry Nelson here as well. We got Kate already. Richard Lapointe, welcome back. And let's see. Mars 2028, we got Gara Bandel in the house, as well as Duchess of Elements. Trev T we have, and he's still bragging about having time left. It'll be up now. Trev, your birthday's over. Forget it, man. It's only candies now. No more cake for you. Going up the list a little bit more here, seeing who else snuck in. Juliana, welcome. And glad to have you on board. A few more up the ladder here to see who else popped in. A lot of repeats means a lot of people are chatting, which is really good. And that's what we want in here. That means everybody is actually conversing. And what do you do in a chat room? You converse. Gina Vandy, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Rayola Reisner, also here. Welcome. Or welcome back, I should say. And I'm going up some more, trying to find other names. We got Juliana, we got Duchess, we got... All right, going, looking for more names that I have not yet mentioned. And I think I'm just about at the top. Larry Vladeka, yeah, he tried for the cookies. He did. But I gave him a couple anyway for effort because Larry's a good guy. Anyway, let's see. Volcanoes could be influenced, influencing global warming and climate change? You bet, Wayne. Of course they do. They do a major part of that. Quite effectively at times, depending on how much material is coming out and what they're producing. And you get some really big ones like these big, huge super volcanoes. One eruption could put the world into a volcanic winter for 3 or 4 years, and that's all it takes is one big one. And I mean one really big one, bigger than what we were seeing in, say, Tonga, as an example. Much bigger than that, even bigger than the one in '94. Seriously, you get a really big one, and then you got a whole bunch of problems. Yeah, you really do. And that's being realistic, but the chances of that happening are minimal right now. We're not seeing anything that is going to pop anytime soon, so we're pretty safe for right now. If we take a look at what we've seen at Tonga as an example, as a large eruption, that having left a 750 meter deep hole in the basically in where the caldera used to be. You can bet your booties that that material, when it got thrown up into the atmosphere, it was doing things. And yes, that type of eruption, had that been twice the size, I would have said, yeah, we're going to see a climate change or a decrease in temperature for about a degree or something. Well, actually, if it would have been about twice the size, it would have taken down maybe half a degree in temperature on the planet. But I don't think that's going to happen. It really didn't throw out enough to cause that. So majority of it just basically frizzled in that sense. But it's that type of thing that can happen. If we get something like that, that is, say, 4 or 5 times as big as Tonga, that could set the planet back a degree or two in temperature and cause some issues, right? But as far as everything else, if you get bigger ones, yeah, I don't want to talk about doomsdays though, because I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetimes. At least not right now. Okay, Dr. Fox, a giant flood of lava in India 66 million years ago covered an area of the size of the country of South Africa in layers of lava 3 kilometers thick. Yep, 66 million years ago. I can't remember what the dates were on the one in Russia, the really big one up there. But yeah, that was Pinatubo, 1993. I cooled the world for a couple of years. Yeah, but that was only by about a degree, Sarah. It really wasn't that much. And we were already on the path of global warming, so it was barely noticed in that sense. Pardon me. But Anyway, let's get off the doomsday pot here and think about what we're looking at and doing here. I remember the summer was cool that year. Okay, I don't recall 93. I was busy in 93. Okay, I'm just looking to see what's going on here, but it now looks like, the second baby magpie is now out of the nest as well, and he hasn't found his sibling yet. So he's on the ground, you guys. So now we have both little baby magpies on the ground. They are both hanging around the dispenser shelter, so it's pretty cool. Okay, a summer without 100s is nice, if you ask me. Yeah, that is. Anyway, I'm keeping tracks just so everybody knows here. We had the magpies here had 2 little baby magpies in the nest. At least that's what I'm seeing so far. I don't know if there's a third one, but this morning one of them came out of the nest. I don't know how he got to the ground, whether he tried to fly and couldn't or something. But I made a video of me chasing him back into Bunnyland. It's a lot safer in there for him. So, but anyway, now the second one's on the ground as well, which is really cool. I saw the magpie on the bunny cam. Yep, actually you can see one of them right now if you're looking at the bunny cam, and he's in between the dispenser and the tree. He's kind of cuddling in there like a little nest. So that is 109 degrees Fahrenheit, 43 Celsius in Phoenix, Arizona. Holy macaroni. Okay, yeah, global warming. Anyway, let's get back to our volcano stuff. And first, I think what we want to do is talk about Etna. Apparently, there are some new fissures, and Yvonne kindly sent me this photo this morning, and this is at around 1900 or just a little bit over 1900 meters. We were seeing this, and you can clearly see the fissures in that picture. I'm gonna actually get my crayons to work on that so I can point that out. Whoop, crayons, come on. Oh, I better turn them on. No wonder that didn't work. There we go. Okay, that's the lava coming out of the fresh fissures. And then if you're looking here, you can see other little cracks right there, and of course there, fresh cracks. We're going to look at those a little bit more in detail. It was very nice of Yvonne to send this, and I thought, okay, that looks a little familiar. And of course, she got these today, and we kind of had a little in with somebody, and we're going to show you, because I don't have any recordings other than this other footage here, which I am sure you're going to enjoy. We'll get rid of that and get rid of this picture for now. And of course, Active Nature has produced another video. Nature, and I'm going to put his pin his link up there in the description. So we will get on there and have a look at that. Turn that off. Click on here, grab the link, copy, and there is sound to it, but I don't know if I've got it up there or not. It is a beautiful shot, and definitely very lavally looking. And let me see if I have the volume on that set. Just want to make sure. Yeah, volume should be okay. And here we go. All right, that should be playing. So he had it down as 1800 meters roughly, but they figured it was about 1900 meters. Anyway, that is that same area we were just looking at in the picture. And the only difference is now you have a bunch of lava sitting there. And that is what they were looking at. And it was pretty awesome. And watching that come out of that, that's a brand new fissure. And this is moving very slowly, but man, it's nice looking. I like that. That is awesome. I just want to make sure the quality on this is up. No, again, YouTube cut us down quality-wise. Let's get it up there. And, all right, that should be better. And look at that shot. Moon in there and everything. And that was really, really nice. So there you can see that fissure right out front there with the smoke coming out. There's another one right in front of you with his label right in there. So that's where it was coming out. There it is. There's the cracks. And that's what has opened up. And of course, that is that lava flowing. That is just gorgeous. Makes you just want to hop right in, doesn't it? Beautiful, beautiful video. And you gotta love it, you guys. That is a really, really awesome stuff. So, this is to make sure that you get your lava fill for today. And I'm sure this will do it. And this is absolutely beautiful. So no shortage of lava. You will feel it. Love the way the lights are off in the distance there of the rest of the island when they're just showing this flowing. Beautiful stuff. And okay, that's older lava is set and cools a bit in the magma, so it runs this slow. Yeah, very high viscosity. No, sorry, is it low viscosity? Yeah, well, whatever it is, it doesn't move very quick. It's slow moving, almost like molasses. Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see that. So I just thought that was pretty cool, and glad I could share that with you guys with permission, of course. And I'm going to pin that link. I forgot to do that. There we go. We'll pin it, and that link will be up in the top of the chat box. So if you have not yet gone over and subscribed to Active Nature, you might want to go do that. He's got some lavely videos on there, you guys. Really, really nice stuff, and we really do appreciate him allowing us to show his wonderful work on the stream, and we like it. Anyway, as you can see in our two views, and again, I wanted to point out a couple things here. What we are seeing down on the bottom, the cutoff point. Whoop, why is my... Oh, I see. Oh, I forgot to clear those. There we go. Down here is the cutoff point. That point is about here. Okay, on this one. So the stuff down below here we're not seeing on the bigger screen area. Unfortunately, it gets too pixelated if I try to blow the other one up anymore, and that is kind of the way it is. But that's kind of what we're looking at, and this is from the 2,800 meter fissure on the side of the Mount Etna. Viscosity, yeah, I always mix up what, yeah, higher viscosity means it's slower, right? No, higher oh, never mind, I'll get it in my brain one day. Mix it up all the time. Anyway, thickness, yes, it's thick, gooey, ooey, gooey, and slow moving. So that's kind of what we have happening at Etna today. And I'll leave that be for right now, I think, for the most part. I don't know if we want to just have a quick peek back during the day, just so you kind of get the idea of how bad that smoke was coming off of this thing. And of course, there you can see how much smoke was billowing out of it. and they didn't have that much big wind, and that's basically what we were seeing. And this is why I did not make a video today, because that was hanging around, and I'm just trying to find another spot here. This is kind of what we were seeing for visibility, and that really would not have made a very good video, right? I mean, a bunch of clouds, and you didn't see anything until the evening started setting in. But you can see how the other clouds, normal clouds, are building up as well over top of that, because that is a heated up mass. And you do see our lava down on the bottom, but not as much. And then once we get into the darkness, that's what's left. You don't see too much up top. A couple little sparkles here and there, some stars shining through, but those are above the cloud line, I guess. And if we take a look at some of the other views, we can't even see that one. We should be able to see something there. This one out of focus, unfortunately. That cam's not working, and that one's a long ways away, not seeing a heck of a lot. And this is our view from the other side. Of course, it's lighting up the sky because those clouds are sitting right there, and we've got the lava lighting it up. So it looks pretty awesome, pretty cool. Anyway, we'll leave it there. We're going to head over to Iceland, and let's see what we can find there. And of course, there's our wonderful Ragnar. And we do see coming off of Ragnar, we still see heat coming out of, I'm trying to find it. Where did Ragnar go? Oh, there. Okay. We can still see the heat coming out of the volcano, the plumes. We don't see any smoke as per se, but we do see heat coming out and moving that air, rippling it, and definitely noticeable. If we go to the other view, and those are live, by the way, and it is it's 15 minutes after 11 p.m. there, and that is how light it is. So 45 minutes before midnight, and it's that bright outside. That is pretty awesome, you guys. You know, there's no problem seeing, 20 kilometers away kind of thing. A little hazy maybe, but that's about it. Anyway, in this long shot, I did notice we are still seeing a little bit of smoke coming up from Geldingadar, and that, of course, being a deep lava bed, of course, we're going to see that. Gren Zed, welcome, and that is from, always good to see Iceland. Yeah, it is. We like Iceland. I like it. The nice part is my personal attachment is that I've got to see it with my own eyes. You know, that I was over there on the other side, and I was back there, and then of course I was over on this side as well. I was never on Theater Hill, and that is kind of a disappointment, but hey, it's one of those things. I'm still very happy I was able to be over there and over on the ridge over on the eastern side here, to be able to see that. And I'll tell you, watching it in person is a whole bunch different than seeing it on a camera or seeing it elsewhere, on a TV, whatever, that kind of thing. Pretty awesome. Anyhow, well, let's carry on and take a look at what else we've got going on there. Harmonic tremor chart, and that is, of course, important to take a look at it. And I'm going to refresh it because we're a little ways off, not by much, but a little bit. So, good thing I refreshed it because I see a couple more quakes in here that I didn't have on there before. First thing we notice, of course, the very large, tall quake here. Yay! That means it would have been in the area, or a really big one somewhere else that shook the area. but we do see that one, and then one a little smaller, another one right beside it, and then we see these other ones here. Now these are a little smaller, might be a little further away, this might be close. We'll have a look and see what we can find out. Let's take a look at the Grindavik chart first. So this is just about off the scale. And the second one here is at the 6,000 mark. We'll go down and take a look at the Grindavik, see what that one looks like right now. And there we are. There's Grindavik, and yep, wasn't at Grindavik, and that is a lot lower. But this one happens to be a little bit higher. So I would think that this quake here probably happened closer to the Grindavik than this guy here. We'll find out in a second, and we'll have a look at it and see where they are. Still quite a bit of activity. You see how thick this blue line is in comparison to other ones, and we can use this one up here just right as an example. Whoop, there you can see it's a lot skinnier. Same thing with this one. A little bit of a difference there. So a lot of activity underground, and you know something is moving. And let's get back up to the Grindavik chart, or sorry, the Ragnar chart here, if you will, and we'll leave that one on there, and we'll move on and take a look at earthquakes. And we're going to have to take a look at two earthquake maps today for sure, because things are not quite lining up. Thank you, Garabandal, for that wonderful $5 super chat. Garabandal, $5. Thank you kindly for that wonderful super sticker, and that is awesome. Wow, it says. Okay, cool. And let's get on there, and I'm going to move this, and we're going to see. Okay, so we do see some quakes in the area, and we'll have a look at them right away. I'm going to sneak up here first. Of course, I want to see what's going on up top before we get down to the bottom. 2.2, 15.5 kilometers down from 6:30 this morning. Here's another 2.2. This one happened 5:47 a.m. and it's actually listed here as a 1.3, 10 kilometers down, even though it says 2.2 clearly on the screen. 1.0, 10 kilometers down, 5:38 for that guy. 1.6, which is a 1.6 from yesterday, 21:54, 10 kilometers down. And 1.1 here from 5:57 a.m., also 10 kilometers down. The 1.4 might be yesterday's, no, today's as well, 6:38 a.m., and that was 5.9 kilometers down for that 1.4. And, oh, come on, turn off, there we go, and sliding up a little bit, or down, whichever you want to call it. Sliding the map up. There we go. 7:54 a.m. and that is 10 kilometers down, 1.6 in magnitude. Next guy is right there, 1.2, 10 kilometers down, 9:32 in the morning. 1.3 right there, 9 o'clock in the morning, and 10 kilometers down. Another 1.3, and that guy is 4.3 kilometers down, 7:55 a.m. So we do have a little bit of activity up in the top here, which is telling us that, you know, this is right on basically right on where the split is, around this thing here, and it joins back together right in here. And so you've got a fault in here, you've got another fault right in here, and that's going to be what we're going to see there, like that. Anyway, moving on, let's take a look at Astja, and this one is saying we don't have anything happening at Astja. but we do have some stuff out here at Bardabunga, or this other area south of Bardabunga, and Grimsvatn has got a couple little ones. This one here, 1.3 in magnitude, happened at 4:28 a.m., 10.1 kilometers down, sliding over here, and there's a 1.1, and it happened to yesterday, actually, 23:24, 2 kilometers down, 1.1. Not sure if that's an ice related issue or what it is. But let's have a look at these two here at Grimsvatn, and this is 1.0, 3.1 kilometers down. Yesterday's at 21:49. The 2.2 here also from yesterday, same time, and 2.2 kilometers down. So that's what we're seeing there at Grimsvatn. Nothing new. And we zoom back out. I want to try to see if we have any other bright spots. Okay, I'm not seeing any. All right, zooming in to the Reykjanes Peninsula, Reykjavik over here, and of course you've got Keflavik Airport, Keflavik Town, Yardvik, and Reykjanesbær, and then if we go down here, you've got Grindavik and the Blue Lagoon and the power plant just about right where that 2.1 is. What's interesting is this. Remember, we haven't seen any earthquakes over here in Fagradalfjall for a little while, so it is pretty awesome to see that. A couple questions in here. High viscosity is slow flowing, low viscosity is fast flowing. Okay, got it. Thanks, Trev, and I knew that'd come out somewhere there. Fagradalsfjall is a new name for lava plus volcano plus lava area that filled and replaced Geldingadalur. Fagradalsfjall. So basically, lava mountain, lava hill, no, lava something. Grenzed, I'm not sure exactly what the translation would be for that. Maybe Yona knows if they call it that. That is pretty tough. Thank you, Kate, for the 3-minute warning. Dr. Fox, there's some things I need to deal with. We'll be in the Lurkers Lounge for a while. Okay, March 2028, no problem. And scene 2, Nadu, welcome. Mount Tall is deceptively dangerous, quiet, and now for days, but the atmosphere around is warm. Okay, well, we know it's warm in the area, and hopefully that will be okay. Let's not try to turn anything into heat mongering or anything like that. We're not too concerned with Taal right now. Let's just leave it for a second or so, and let's see. Okay, give me a second or two. I just got an email here. I got to take a look at something. And okay. All right. Yeah, Hurn is actual lava, yes. So, okay. I'm just trying to translate stuff. Snowman, yes. Okay, if required. And anyway, let's get into our earthquakes here. So, I'm going to leave the names alone for right now, and we're going to look at what we have here. Of course, Geldingadalr, that's where Ragnar is sitting, and hopefully it will do something in the future. We all hope. Anyway, let's take a look at all of this wonderful stuff here and see what these are. 5 kilometers down, 12:25 was the time on that, 1.0. And let's grab this 1.1 here, 4.2 kilometers down, 6:59 a.m. This guy 1.0 and 1.2 kilometers down. That's not very far down. This guy here, 4.3 kilometers down from yesterday, 23:06. And this guy right here is 1:06 a.m., 4.6 kilometers down, 1.4 in magnitude, and going around this one, 1:30 in the morning, 4.1 kilometers down, 1.1, and everybody's been wanting this one. 19 minutes after midnight, 5.4 kilometers down, and it says 2.1 on there. And they may have downgraded it from a 3 to a 2.1, and that is what I'm seeing. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else underneath it. No, I zoomed in, we don't see anything else. So I'm not as big as it was originally set out to be. And anyway, 2.0 is the other one here, 1.7 kilometers down at 19 minutes after midnight. Now, it being 1.7 kilometers down, we have a couple like that. It makes a guy wonder what's going on. Is there a soft spot here, or are we seeing something else happening? Now, you may have heard me talk about yesterday about where that lava, where the experts were saying the lava was actually laying. And I'm going to see if I can get my whiteboard to work on this particular map. Whiteboard, there you are. Copy, remove, paste, and make sure you're on. Okay, so we kind of discussed that lava. Oh, whiteboard is not working. Why is my whiteboard not working? I think I have to remove it and do it again. Oh, darn it. New whiteboard, new crayons. Whoop, whiteboard, there we go. And we'll get it set up here real quick. And there we go, we should be good. Let's try that. So what we mentioned was, oh no, I guess we're not going to be able to see that. Oh, I'm on the wrong place here. I want to do it on here. Our lava is sitting something out here like that, roughly, is what they were saying. So if that is the case, if that's where they detected higher levels of magma movement, then I'm kind of wondering what the heck is going on, because why have we got these over here, you know, this, and why are we seeing some of those come shallow? So that leaves a question mark for me, really, and I don't know what's going on there. Let me clear this one off, and then I will zoom into some of the other ones. Now we're going to look at the other map right away as well. So we've seen what this is doing. Let's go over here to the lake here for a second, because there's a bunch over here that we wanted to look at as well. We have a 2.8. Let's see what that ended up being. It is still a 2.8. Yesterday, 23:27 was the time on that guy. This guy here, 1.0, 3:10 a.m., 4.8 kilometers down. Another 1.0, same thing, 4.8 kilometers down, but it was from yesterday at 23:38. This one here from 57 minutes after midnight, 4.8 kilometers down for that 1.1. And then we have this 1.2 sitting here from yesterday, 22:02 was the time on it, 5 kilometers down. So that takes care of those guys. And we do have a 1.7 over here, on the opposite side of the lake, and he's all by himself, must be lonely. And from today, 1536, and of course 5.8 kilometers down. So that is that 1.7. And if we slide back over into our Grindavik area and we take a look at these other ones, we've got this 1.4 right here, 4.8 kilometers down. So again, it looks like it is in the same time period. It's Pepsi break. Yeah, let me finish this up and then I will do that. 1657 on this one was the time. And then where's the 2.1? And then we've got one more earthquake after that. This was 4.7 kilometers down. 1512 was the time on that 2.1. And where's that last guy? I know he's here somewhere. He's hiding. There he is, 1.8. And that is down here by the coast. And that is what we're seeing, 5.3 kilometers down and 52 minutes after midnight. So that's kind of what we're seeing, you guys, in Iceland. And we're going to take a look when we come back from the break. We'll look at the other maps real quick and just confirm some of that. The other ones, of course, are indicating a lot more stuff. And welcome Gura and Mona. Mona Alfano was here, and that's it. Somebody has released the Kraken, of course. All right, I'm taking that break, you guys. I'm already 6 minutes overdue here, but we'll do that. And please don't go away. Keep watching the stream. Enjoy it. I am going to throw some lavally music on there again, and I'm going to make sure it's playing this time. There. Okay. Are you hearing music? I'm just double checking. Anyway, for those good people who have not yet hit the like button, please do consider hitting the like button. It would really help us out. Also, if you're new to the channel, the doors are open right now, and of course, if you have not yet subscribed, please, if you are enjoying the show, do subscribe. That would be awesome. Also, just so you guys know, if we have some bad intruders coming in here dumping garbage stuff in, we will turn on the subscriber only mode to keep them out, just so you understand that. So, all right, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Don't go away. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava. Don't throw lava at each other. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I've got the microphone on, sliding the music off there, and we'll turn that off. You are welcome, Tom. And yeah, when you posted that, I thought, okay, well, if nobody says that to her, she won't ever see it. So I figured we better put it up there. So, Juliet, if you're listening, Tom did post a little message there for you, and I reposted it so you could see it. And anyway, we have a few more people in the chat. Leo Carlson, welcome. We got Mona earlier. Looking at who else might be here. Let's see. Daisy, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. Gura also popped in. Welcome. Good to have you on board. What? Heat steam on FAF crater. What's that mean? It means like from Fregdal Fjall, that heat coming out of there is basically it is still in what we call a fumarole state. Fumarole, not funeral, but fumarole. It's fuming, and it's going to continue to do that for maybe another year or something. We'll see how much it takes to get all that heat out. Something that could happen, though, is it could reheat from underneath, and we may see it smoking more in the future. All depends on what happens. So pretty cool, pretty interesting stuff. Anyway, we were looking at the earthquake maps for that area. Let's get back over there to that for a second. And we did want to look at the other map as well. Axwonka is here. Welcome. And let's see. Okay, I wasn't paying attention for a bit. I must check. Okay, Juliet, no problem. And anyway, this is the other chart. So this is kind of a little bit weird looking at all of this. And I thought, holy mackerel. Compared to what we've seen on the other one, there's just tons and tons on here. And I'm really not liking some of these. Right downtown Grindavik, and let's take a look and see what we've got. 4.9 kilometers down for this 9.2 from today at 8:23 a.m. 1.12, 2.9 kilometers down, 8:29. This guy 8:31 a.m. 4.6 kilometers down, and that one 3.3 kilometers down from 8:34. a 0.35. Then we see this 0.79 over here. What is it? 4.4. Yeah, that's it. Kilometers down. 7.9 from 4:46 a.m. There we go. Too many fours in that. Anyway, 1:18 a.m. 0.53 and 3.547 kilometers down. So that's actually not bad. Those are far enough down that I wouldn't worry about it. What happened to my map? Okay, come on. Come on, man. What happened to my map? Oh, let's zoom back in. Okay. Looking at where's Grindavik. Anyway, yeah, we're going to revisit this here in a second. Because look what happened over here. We did a count of maybe, what, 8 or 9 over there before. That's a few more than 8 or 9. Anyway, let's take a look at some of this other stuff over here, right close to the towers. That one is very close to the surface, 135 meters down, and 1.11. So very small quake, but it is there. 6:13 a.m. This guy 0.26, 1.14 kilometers down, 12:19 a.m. So that's starting to look really scary right there. Moving out a little bit further this way, 5.7 kilometers down for that 0.74 at 8:30. Okay, Dr. Fox, to Tom, what? Okay, to Tom, it's going to be okay. Sorry to hear about your day. Okay, no worries. I think he's okay with that. All right. Looking at the other ones here a little further away, 0.08, and that's 3.59 kilometers down, 2:40 a.m. on that guy. 5.2 kilometers down. So those are a little deeper again. This guy here, 5.2 kilometers down. Not going to worry about him so much. So we've covered those. We want to take a look at this guy from today, 4:03 a.m., 3 kilometers down, 0.14, very small, but still there. This one, 3.478 kilometers down, 0.25 is the size. 12:17 a.m. or p.m. actually. This guy here is 8:23 a.m. 0.42, and again a little bit deeper down. So the ones over around the Blue Lagoon and the power plant appear to be a little deeper. This guy here, we didn't look at this 2.1. That is from today, 21:12. And that is 4.7 kilometers down. This 0.7, 3.8 kilometers down at 21:11. So they're not very close to the surface, not going to blow up. 5.6 kilometers down, 0.48. So anyway, we can see the pattern here. We can kind of see that these are small quakes. It's indicating that there's something moving various times. And they are around the 5 kilometer mark. This one's a lot closer to the surface, so again 135 meters down, 0.3, 12:31 was the time on that guy. This one again 3.4 kilometers down, just about 3.5, 0.12, very small quakes, so not sure what to think about those. Again, that is 4.8 kilometers down for that 0.8. And very, very small. How deep is this? 0.4, 1.4, 4.8 kilometers down from 22:57. Moving on a little bit, these are 4 kilometers down, 0.11 from 1:15 a.m., 1:20 a.m., 0.2, 4.5 kilometers down. Moving on, we see this guy right on the coast. And that is 0.2, and it is 4.6 kilometers down. Happened at 16:08, And let's see what we've got in this mess. And we've already covered some of them, so I'm just going to pick out a couple here just to confirm. And this one, 2.97, that's the one they listed as the 3, and 5.5 kilometers down, 5:04 a.m. His friend there right on top of him, and 2.14, 5.38 kilometers down, 6:19 in the morning. Here's another 2.5. That one is a little more shallow, 1.6 kilometers down, 2.05 that is, 6:19 a.m. And I'm wondering what these other ones are here. Again, fairly deep, 4.1 kilometers, 5:59, pardon me, 12:59 p.m. This guy here, 11:59, just about lunchtime, 3.9 kilometers down for that 0.62. So we have just a whole bunch here. I'm not going to go over every quake. It'll take forever, but we've got a swarm happening here, and this is not creaky, and this is not haggy. So we are very close on getting back. There's our Ragnar right there. Surprisingly, we do have a couple quakes up here, and I want to have a look at those. 4.2 kilometers down for this 0.49 from 718. This guy here, 5.5 kilometers down, and 0.79, 8:17 a.m. and this 0.92, 5.2 kilometers down, and from 8:42 a.m. So we are seeing a bunch of stuff there, guys. So there are quakes happening in that area as well. One fish, why are you waving your flipper at me? Anyway, glad to have you on board, One Fish. Sarah Miles also here, saying it's buffering. Leo's saying it's buffering. I'm looking at my output. My output is solid. I don't know why you guys are having buffering. Maybe there's a... maybe we've got some meteorites coming in. I have no idea why it's buffering. BMAT is also here. Welcome, William. Glad to have you on board. And anyway, lots of little quakes there. So we do have a swarm in there. And we also are seeing a lot of little quakes in that general vicinity. So nice to see some quakes happening here again. Maybe we will see a shift again in here and see it all move a little bit further away. That would really be nice if it got out of the Grindavik area, and that would make everything a lot happier for everyone. All right, leaving that alone, let's take a look at some of our other volcanoes real quick. I know we don't have a lot of time before the break, but we will get one or two of them in. Anyway, this Azores, and actually we'll only get Azores in. Oh, sorry. Pico Island on the other side of the strait, you can see it. It's 18 kilometers across. You can't see Mount Montana. It's a volcano that's over on the other island, but that is okay. The island we are on is Sao George, and that is in the Azores. And this is the little cove. I noticed earlier it was a lot less whitewater happening down on the bottom, so seas are a little calmer today, and weather's a little nicer for them. This is the other harbor. Of course, the lights are on, making it very difficult to see anything. Moving right along and popping it onto the earthquake map. Oh, I clicked the wrong one, and trying to, yeah, I got too many windows open, so hard to see which one I was clicking on there. Anyway, we were trying to, or I was trying to count earthquakes. There's a whole bunch of them. And remember yesterday we had, I think, 2, and now we've got like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So quite a few. This guy here, 1.6, and that's at 2:14. We had a 1.6 at 6:19, another 1.6 at 6:09. Why is that? Hang on. Oh, this is at 8. Oh, that's from yesterday. What's happening with my list here? Yeah, 1.5, 11:29. Holy mackerel, this thing's bouncing me around. We had 11:29. There we go. Okay, 1.6 there, or at 14:25. 15:04, we had another one at 1.7. 17:02, another one, and that was a 1.6, and another one, 1.5 there at 18:24, and another 2.1 at 20:45. Oh, I think we need to close the door again. All right, while that is happening, give me a second, and it will be subscribers mode. 5 minutes is what we're doing. So for those good people who are here, if you are wanting to chat and you're not subscribed, it's going to take 5 minutes. You have to hit that subscribe button and wait 5 minutes before it will allow you to get into the chat box. I'm going to refresh this real quick, and then we're going to just zip over it very, very quickly, and I will be going for my break right away. So we do know we had a whole bunch of quakes there. If we zoom in, we can kind of see that a lot of them, it's a little easier to see on this chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right on the island, and one right next to it, so that's 7, that's 8, and I seen something out here at the other end of the ridge here. There's one here, so that's 9 quakes, and possibly one down here somewhere. If I zoom out a bit, there it is, and so we've got like about 10 quakes in total. And if we go down there and look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that works out. The math is right. And we do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them right on the island. That's what we counted. Let's have a quick peek at this. We do see a bunch here. I don't know how many are near the surface. Looks like 6 of them were surface quakes out of all 10 of them. The other ones were from 5, about 9 kilometers, and about 12 and 14 kilometers roughly. So that is what it looks like in the Azores today. And we are seeing some of those wonderful things happening there. And oh, you guys missed some of that chart. Darn it, I did it again. Let me go back to that, and we're going to do it again just on that chart, since you can't see it. That was my bad. I tried to click the button. I thought I clicked it. I clicked it again. Oh, there it goes this time. All right, there's the quakes up top here. So what I was saying, we had looks like a 6 surface, and then the other 4 were deeper down. So you can see what's happening there. Anyway, you can take a look at those if you want yourself, and you can find those at their volcano discovery.com and earthquakes, and that'll give you this link. So that's pretty cool, you guys. Let's throw this back over to Mount Etna, and we'll watch the lava continue to flow down the hill. I am going to go take a 5-minute break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Please don't go away. When we come back from the break, we'll have bacon seeds. And for those who have not yet hit the like button, please do so. And anyone trying to chat in the chat box, please remember we have subscriber mode only turned on for 5 minutes. So it will take 5 minutes after you subscribe before you can say anything in the chat. And on that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. Gonna go take that break. Don't go away. I will have bacon seeds when we come back. Okay, I've got my microphone on. You guys are going to turn that music back down, and we'll get back at things here. I am seeing a lot of people are having difficulties and struggling with buffering happening, and I have been watching my output here, and it has been solid as a rock. So I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Arizona Snowman, C&D Boy, and Leo Carlson. Welcome, and thank you. Let's see, who else popped in? Big Toe, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. And Grenzed also here, so good to have you. Brian, Rock Rail Fan, says hi. Welcome, and I think I got most of you. If I didn't say hi to you, speak up, and I will certainly try my best, and not a problem. Anyway, it is bacon seed time, you guys, so let's get over there and do that. And we know Piggy is out on her vacation. She was doing some island hopping, and I didn't realize that they were very serious when they were talking about island hopping. It's a little bit different, though. They were actually doing it this way, from island to island. I'm surprised that Piggy could swim. But anyway, yeah, so this is our first bacon seed of the day, and that is island hopping. And oh look, there's a hitchhiker on that poor little piggy. And not a problem. Oh, we like it. Okay, let's carry on, you guys. Definitely wonderful piggies. I really want to see a pig swim. You know, I've never seen them. I've seen them rolling around in the mud and stuff, but I've never seen a pig swim. So that'd be an interesting adventure. And apparently they like water, you guys. So anyway, this is more of a land lover, this little fella, and I think he likes his grasses. So pretty cool. Snout and what? Snout and beak tours. Yeah, snout and beak tours. That is awesome. The island hoppers, snout and beak tours. Anyway, this little guy looks more like he's one of those wilder ones that has been tamed up a bit, and very nice looking little fella. This guy kind of reminds me of a sophisticated pig. I know that's a number tag in his ear, but you know, that could be a earbud for a cell phone. You never know. They're pretty modern nowadays, so it could very well be exactly that. So what? Mona Alpha says no taller than a blade of grass. Yeah, depends on if they cut the grass or not. James Bong is in the channel, and welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And anyway, so this one is got a cell phone in his ear. This guy is king of whatever he wants to be. And that is awesomely cute. Definitely love that, you guys. And that is a royal pig, and certainly isn't starving, that guy. So definitely well fed. I guess if you're a king, you get to eat first, right? And that is pretty cool. King of the day. Yep. King of the bacon seeds. And here comes one that's on the run flying. And of course, that is a flying pig. We like flying pigs, and that's completely airborne, by the way. You don't see anything touching the ground, and there are no wires supporting this poor pig. So, yeah, definitely in flight, and I guess it's a super pig. We should put a, I guess, a red cape on him or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, that brings us to our last bacon bit for today. or bacon seed, I should say. And here he is. And that is a cute little feller. He's just a little wee one. Just a tiny little wee one. And he is out in the cabbage patch area there having some dinner. And pretty awesome. So that's it for today. Beautiful little bacon seeds. And I really like that one, the swimming one. That was pretty awesome to see that. And for those who missed it, that was let's see if we can turn that back on. There we go. That was this one here. So the hitchhiker. So this is what is it, Beaks and Trotters Tours or something like that. And anyway, it looks cool. Okay, you guys, let's carry on. We did our Azores. Let's move along to some of the other volcanoes around the world. And we will have a look at Popocatépetl in Mexico, see how it is doing. We don't have very good views from it right now. And, I mean, it's bad enough they got low stuff here, and YouTube cuts it back even more. I don't know why. Okay, now I'm seeing my bitrate change just slightly, but that shouldn't be buffering or anything. Anyway, next one, poor visibility, not going to worry about it. Same thing with Fuego de Colima, which is south of Guadalajara, Mexico. And that is not showing a heck of a lot either right now. Moving on, that is Fuego, and that is down in Guatemala, not to be confused with the other one. Okay, we did see it for a little while there, about 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, but it was nothing special as far as visibility there. You can almost see it. And that is all we get in between the clouds today. Just a tiny, tiny little peak. Are you a city dinging up the streets, or do you have a vacuum running in your house? I'm closing the window right now. They've got a little bit of bobcat or something out there. And they have just started revving it up. Apparently, during the break, they dumped a load of topsoil without digging out the garbage first. They dumped it right over top of all the garbage soil, and they're doing landscaping on the lot. And I'm just kind of shaking my head. If I was a homeowner, I would have shooed these guys away, but I'm not my problem. Anyway, the better can hear you now. All right, I'm glad you can hear me. So again, this is Fuego in Guatemala, and that is what we're seeing there. Let's see if we have nope. Tolica down in Nicaragua did not give us a good view, and yeah, sure. I had this. This was a full screen. I was so proud that it was working again, but I was wrong. You guys. And anyway, this is Messiah volcano, and Messiah looks like I don't know. Is that lava? Are we seeing lava coming from Messiah? That would be pretty awesome if that is, because that is right on the edge of the caldera. If there is lava coming out, that would be awesome. We'll keep an eye on that, maybe check on it before we end the show here. Anyway, I'm putting it back on Popocatépetl so I know where that was. Moving along, there is Merapi. Merapi in Indonesia. This, of course, is in central Java, on Java Island. And it is pretty good looking as far as I can see. Unfortunately, we're not seeing a heck of a lot of lava coming out. Let's see what we had, just sliding back a little bit in time. We did have a couple spots where we did see some lava, but there wasn't that much. Blurry shots earlier, and the cameras were out of focus. Right about here is where it started. Yeah, and you could see some of that lava moving down the hill a little bit. But these weren't very exciting eruptions at all. And then, of course, earlier we had just basic catastrophe as far as what the visibility was like. And there it is, you know. So it was storming there. And a few hours before that, we did have a little bit right about here. We could see something. And again, you see a little bit of lava coming out. Of course, the thermal here makes it look a lot bigger and brighter than it really is. But there is lava coming down the side of the mountain. So anyway, that should be good. And I don't think there was anything more to that one that I wanted to add. It goes back into pretty nasty. Hang on, well, this one might be a one here that might be worthy of looking at, because that one really didn't have a heck of a lot. But let's look at this other time. This is a lot earlier in the morning. Actually from last night yet, 9:05 p.m. Their time, or thereabouts. If we advance it a little bit, there we go. We can see some of that lighting up, and we should see some lava come down the hill here as well. So yeah, are they gone with their loud noisy bobcat? Anyway, that is what we're seeing come down the hill. So it really isn't as much as what we were experiencing a few days ago. And of course, this isn't, you know, pretty normal as far as I would say for that guy. So let's leave him be, and we will look at the other shot. Oh, that doesn't work that way. Nope. Let's turn this one on, and turn that and that off. Okay, that is pretty normal there. Oh, that just disappeared too. All right, that is okay. We will go over to New Zealand for a second, and this is Mount Ruapehu. And Mount Ruapehu, unfortunately, as you can see, is in the clouds, so that doesn't do us a darn bit of good. I'm going to leave it back here so I know where that camera is. I'll be able to find it, and we will get on to our next one, and that is this guy here. And of course, this is a variety of volcanoes, and let me get on the right page. Top left, Luolatok, and that is off-gassing. You can see the smoke definitely doing its thing. Bottom left is a Semeru, and it continues to do exactly what it has been doing for a long time now. Just, you know, hot, and burp every once in a while, and continue on being hot. Over here is this thing called Krakatoa. You might have heard of it, and it is active again. So it has had a little bit of pluming coming out of it in the earlier times. I want to see if we can back that up. Before we do that, though, the other one, Ewu, here you can see that there's some smoke rising from it, but nothing major happening at Ewu. But I want to move back a little bit in time here, and this is about 2.5, just about 3 hours ago. And there you can see Krakatoa is definitely got some hot, lovely lava inside it. It's not throwing it out, but it is definitely in there and noticeable. And it did stay like that. We had a little extra once in a while there where it got a little bit more stuff going, but That's 4:35 in the morning. Looked pretty awesome to see. So we know that Krakatoa is still alive, doing its thing and being well. Actually, in this shot, you can also see Semeru is still doing its thing. That was a lightning flash, you guys, at Krakatoa, and that was pretty awesome. Okay, and of course, Luolatok has developed a lenticular cloud around it, so pretty cool. And checking time, let's see where else we can get to. Let's boogie over to, we are now at Semeru in Japan, southern end of Japan. And as soon as I find where I am, I'm still stuck in, I'm still stuck somewhere else. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. Anyway, a big plume of smoke coming out of it, or steam, ash, whatever you want to call it. A very light colored material. And that is what we're seeing. Actually, hang on, why is that not live? There, now we're live. Okay, not much of a difference, but close to it. And that's what we're seeing from Sakurajima. And hey, the ice cream boat is just getting there. Right there. Good timing, you guys. Head on down for your favorite flavors. And you can definitely get those at the ice cream store that's on board. And they do have some awesome flavors, same as over in Greece. They've got that special lava, as well as volcano and a few other wonderful flavors. So you can head on down there and get your ice cream. And somebody is saying they're buffering, and I'm still seeing a solid signal here, you guys. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. But anyway, we do have our boat coming in. And there we go, looking at the close-up view of the crater. You can see how much smoke Semeru, or smoke slash steam Semeru's producing, quite a large amount, and very hard to see anything behind all that. Moving on, speaking of clouds, there you go, Mount Fuji hiding behind clouds as well. It is in there somewhere. I promise you it is. We have not moved it. And same with the Eiffel Tower. We didn't actually move it. It was a trick. David Copperfield didn't make the 747 disappear. It was a trick. Okay, never mind. Moving on, a lot of steam coming out of ASO. And I don't know why ASO is so rough today. Yeah, it's on 720. That's as good as it gets. But I guess maybe just the way the light is hitting it. That's what we're seeing at ASO. And then we go way down south into the islands of Japan. And you can see in that pea soup there is a little bit of a volcano there, and if we go back in time, we might be able to see a little bit better, depending on where we're sitting. And sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Yeah, if we go right into the darkness, we can see that we do have a little bit of heat in the caldera there, and that is pretty awesome. But we're not seeing any major eruptive activity from it, so it's probably smoking like crazy, but not giving us that much lava right now. And they're getting back in towards midnight. You can see quite a bit of smoke coming out of it. Anyway, I'm going to leave that at live. We are just about at the right time. Boat is docking right now. Hurry down, get your ice cream, and do your thing. And please stay safe when you're running down there. You don't need an umbrella today, but still be careful crossing the streets and stuff while you're going for your ice cream. And while you're doing that, I will make my selection here. I'll throw somebody a couple of bucks here if you go grab me some good stuff. And what I'm after is, oh, hang on, which flavor do I want? Darn it, I'm always forgetting which flavors I want. Okay, let's just take a look and see what flavors they've got here again. Okay, come on. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do a half pistachio, half a volcano today. If you guys can do that, somebody want to grab that for me while you're down there at the ice cream place, that would be really cool. Okay, caramel fudge. No, they don't have caramel fudge. They got weird things like pistachio, and they got lemon pie. They got mango, sweet tomato, special lava, volcano, and cappuccino, things like that. Anyway, hurry down, go get it, and yeah, lava. Isn't that a nice ice cream? Lava ice cream or volcano ice cream. Either or, they're delicious. Anyway, you guys, let's see. Since we already had a look at that, maybe we can, I'll leave you on Taal for the time being. And yeah, we'll throw you over here while we have the break, since we haven't looked at Taal yet. And I am going to take a 5-minute break, you guys. So please hang in there. And we got another half hour to go in the show. So for all those who have not yet hit that like button, boy, we're only at 74 likes. I don't know if we can even get 100 today. Let's bump that like button if you haven't done so already. That would really be awesome, you guys. And on that note, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break. Keep smiling, don't run away, and play nice. And everything will be cool. I'll be back. There's some music on, by the way. I'll be back. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, trying to get my stuff all fixed up here, and loading up a couple other pictures really quickly, and wanted to share those with you. Piggy, of course, being on her vacation, sent us some extra ones that we can look at here, and I just wanted to kind of look at this. This is the Volcano Neros. What is it? Niceros, and that I do believe is over in Crete, if I'm not mistaken. But that is what we're going to get on the screen. Piggy took these pictures, so let's see. We'll just get the other ones out of the background here for a second. I forgot one to get out there. All right, there we go. So this is apparently in Greece at Niceros, if I said it right. And thank you everyone for the welcome backs. I do appreciate that. That is Leo and Sue and Bob and Sharon Stewart. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see. Did somebody else pop in while I was away? Robert Dowdy, welcome, and glad to have you on board. And let's see, did I miss anyone else while I was away? Scott Hartman, welcome. Glad to have you here as well. And let's see, we got Garabandal earlier. I think we're good with names. If I did miss your name and didn't say hi to you, I do apologize. I try to get everyone that we can. So popped in for 10 minutes, Dr. Fox. Okay, Colin Dedman, no worries. Hope everything is going better for you. Anyway, that is that volcano. I've got a few more shots of it, some with fingers on them, and as you can see over on the right hand side in this particular shot, and very lovely. Do like seeing that. And let's get to the next picture. It gives you a little bit more contour, context, and what it looks like in that area. Pretty awesome, and pretty cool to see that. So, next one. There we go. All right, this is on the way there, I guess, from the looks of things, in some kind of a bus or something. I see a big mirror on the side here and the reflection, so it's got to be. And one more, and that is this picture here. So gives a pretty good coverage of Neros, and geez, that one looks like the other one, only now the finger is over on the left hand side. Pretty awesome. All right, looks good, you guys, and those were from Piggy as well, and we really do appreciate that from Piggy. Quick peek over at Yellowstone to see what's going on, and yeah, there's Yellowstone. It is there. It's smoking. It's not snowing, and all right, that is good. I think Yellowstone is all right. It is a considered super volcano by the media, of course, and that's who came up with the term of super volcano, even though it is very capable of putting on just regular volcanic eruptions as well as really big ones. But the really big ones are really far apart, like in the hundreds of thousands of years. So I don't think we need to worry too much about it. A lot of people saying, well, it's overdue, and if you do the math properly, no, it's about 165,000 years from now it will be due. So that is kind of taking things into consideration, and I'm sure none of us will be around by then. Let's move on and carry on, go to another super looking volcano, and that of course is Kilauea in Hawaii. And this was from last night at 1831. Nice, beautiful shot of that lava pond as it blackened out, and had its gorgeous red lines in it. So looking at it, and what stinky stone, lol, I'm a funny mood. What, stinky stones? Speaking of stinky stones, Colin, you might be dead on with what Piggy was talking about when she was over there at the volcano. That was one of her complaints. She's had mentioned in the email that, or in the chat, one of the two, that it smells like sulfur. Stinky. And yeah, she was picking up stinky stones. Anyway, that is what we're seeing there. Let me get on that. We're going to refresh that, unfortunately, to something not so nice. And this is a current picture of today. And that is at 14:41 is the time on this one. We do see the level is a little low in the a pond here, the lava pond. And the toe looks really, really low. It looks like it's drained out, but it also looks like it's also built a wall here again, and may have another hole underneath, allowing the lava to flow in and out. So kind of cool, kind of neat. Moving on again from last night, and it was a pretty smoky. Primary vent is sitting about here. Actually, it should be sitting about here, but it's moved out away from the wall. This appears to be getting bigger, and that is from the primary vent, which has built its own hornito. It's got a lava tube feeding that little hole, and from there there's another lava tube going into the pond that we so lovingly like, and that's what's going on there. Next, I want to refresh that to now, and that's what it looks like right now. You can see a lot better. This is built up quite a ways. Big hornito here, and that little guy is sitting down here. So hard to see him, but this you can definitely see the upward slopes on it. So getting taller, we've got a volcano making its own cone inside of a crater. So we've got a caldera within a caldera within a caldera within a caldera. Yeah, I think that's about right. Anyway, going to the other side again from last night, and that is the view that we've seen. It was fairly full then, and looked pretty awesome. If we go to present view, and what happened? All right, present view on that one is apparently broken. Cannot be displayed because it contains errors. Error. All right, we won't show it then because we can't see it. Anyway, looking at the thermal, you can see the big hornito there, and it's probably fairly well defined here as well. So that is feeding into here, and then from here into the lava pond. In this particular picture, we do see there is some fresh lava in the side here. And again, what we've been noticing is we have kind of a dry, crusty area in the center of this that is actually lifting up every once in a while. And the outer portions aren't, and it's kind of an interesting adventure watching that raise and lower. We've shown that video several times already on here. Anyway, I'm going to refresh that to our current time. There we go, and there you can see the wonderful hornito all lit up in its wonderful outline, and again that pond, or sorry, the little hornito that is being fed by the big one, and then into the lava pond here. We do see more fresh lava over on the side, and that is always interesting. Are we going to see another fissure or vent open up in this area? And that would be pretty awesome. Welcome, Grandma B. And only 82 thumbs. Where is the love? I don't know. We don't have that many people here today for some reason. and I hope we get a few more, and that would be really good. Mind you, we're just about at the end of the show, so not that big of a deal at this point. Anyway, that is the current thermal picture. Let's take a look and see if we can find some earthquakes. And I have to find my maps. I might be in here. Come on, computer. Let's. There we go. Everything not clicking. Something is going on here. My computer is thinking elsewhere, maybe. Yeah, I'm just looking at, sometimes I see the CPU usage go really high, and I have to wonder why it's doing that. But it's been pretty solid for the most part here, so maybe something is just eating something up data-wise. Anyway, let's zoom into the Hawaiian Islands, have a quick peek and see what we've got. There is the big island of Hawaii, and of course red ones are usually the freshest earthquakes, but the orange ones are pretty recent as well. So we're going to go through them. This area here is the Pahala area. Of course, it has many earthquakes, very common. And let's take a look at what we've got. This one from today, 5:47, and that was a 1.7. This guy here, 2.1 from 18 minutes after midnight. This guy here, 4:42 a.m., 2.0. This guy, 1.8. This guy down here, 1.9. That's from yesterday. We're going to leave him be. This one from today at 11:22, and that's a 3.2. It's a little bit bigger. Don't usually see them that large. This 1.9, 16:28 on that guy. We see this guy here is a 2.3, 4:04 a.m. This one 2.4, 1:08 a.m. And this one is 1.9 from 9:08, and this guy here from 12:19. It's a 1.9, and let's see, this guy here also 2.1, 8:58 a.m. Zoom in a little bit, split those up. There we go. 2.3, 1:26 a.m. And then we have this guy. 2:57 a.m. and that is a 2.1. A couple more to go. This guy 4:04 a.m. and 2.1, and this little guy 1.9 at 8 minutes after midnight. Then we also had this guy right here, 1.9 at 3:22 a.m. and that covers everything in the Pahala area. We did see one up on the side of Mauna Loa, and that is this guy right here, 1.7. That's 6.9 kilometers down. Happened at 16:21 today. We don't see anything new in Kilauea at all. Just zoom in on the crater, just so you can kind of see. There you can notice Pig Island in the middle, but this is not a recent picture, so the lava level is definitely increased in here, and it would look a whole bunch different right now. So that's kind of what we're looking at. While we're looking at earthquakes, we'll pop over to actually, let's do the worldwide earthquakes first, I think, and then we'll get over to the Azores. There really isn't anything major around the world, and we can cover these real quick. We do see one here on the Kermadec Ridge, 5.2. There's another one in Indonesia, 5.8. That is from yesterday, actually, at 23:32, according to that. And their days are kind of confusing because that would technically be today. I know. 4.4 there, that one at Timor Leste, and that is wow, 170 kilometers down for that guy. This guy 10 kilometers down, 4.6 in Papua New Guinea. This one 5.4 Northern Mariana Islands, and that is pretty cool. Looking the ones here, Japan 4.7 happened 11:26 today, and then we also have 4.5, and Miyako, Japan is what it's closest to. This is a sizable quake here, 5.2, and that is in Russia. And we're not seeing any really big ones anywhere else, and that's really all I was interested in. Okay, let's pop over to the wonderful Canary Islands and have a quick look and see. I'm going to refresh this just so we have the data up to date, and we don't see those other ones up there anymore. They took them off. We do see this guy over here that is from 2 days ago, 3.0. We're not going to worry about him, and we're going to just zoom in on La Palma and see what we have for current activity. And today we have one earthquake, and it's not even on the island. It's actually in the water right there, and that is 6 kilometers down at 2:38 a.m. That's what we've got. The other one here from yesterday, 1.5, 19 kilometers down, and that would not have been anything related with that volcano at all, I don't think. But that is kind of it. Looking at our volcano map, I'm going to refresh that really, really quickly, and there we go. Slide over a bit so we can see it. Move that down, and we are on the map. Okay, and nothing new Iceland-wise. St. George, quiet. Michael Volcano, nothing new there. Most of everything here is still the same in the wonderful Ring of Fire, so I'm not going to worry about going over too much of that. Just a quick peek here. Kamchatka still got its three wonderful volcanoes working, so Kamchatka Peninsula, and then of course we've got our Aleutian Islands here for Alaska still doing their thing. They're showing more quakes right here off of the coast of Japan. Luckily, those are all fairly small. And there's Sakurajima, the red one, in there, and then Suwanoshi-jima right down on the bottom. And looking at what we've got in Indonesia, there's Luolotok, and there's Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa. And of course, this red one, Yasur over here. And that's about it for those guys. Not anything new. We don't see anything new here. Everything is still the same. Urta Ale still perking and happy. And of course, there's Etna, Volcano, and Stromboli, and then you got Campi right there at Naples. So that is it for that map, you guys. And we are getting close to the end of the show here, so I'm gonna pop over and do a SO2 map real quick. I'm gonna refresh that just so we have a fresh one. And as you may have noticed, it said rain for me, and we're gonna get rained on. I'm looking at those clouds coming in, and looks like we're gonna get rained on pretty bad. Yeah, I hope those little birds are gonna be okay. I told the mama bird to put them in the shelter. Anyway, North America not looking too bad SO2 wise. South America, on the other hand, I'm not sure what's going on here. Do they maybe have a forest fire or something going on in that area, since that is creating an extra plume all the way across? We'll let you guys surmise that. We do see a little wisp coming off White Isle Volcano just north of New Zealand here, and then Tofua are here in Tonga still doing its thing. Same with our friends here in Vanuatu, and that's Yasur and his buddies and the islands here have a few of the other volcanoes. Not as much stuff coming off of Ibu and Dukono. That's it. Oh, hang on. What's happening? Change map. Change map. There. Thanks, Arizona Snowman. I did it again. I clicked on it. I swear, you guys, I clicked it. It didn't move. You're still in the earthquake map. No, I'm not. I'm looking at stuff. I've got it right in front of me. It's big. It's beautiful. It's showing me stuff from all over the world. Yeah. Oh, it's you guys that weren't on that map yet. You forgot to flip the page. No, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Anyway, there's what I was talking about, South America here, where we're seeing a lot of smoke. And I'm wondering if they do have some kind of fires or something going on there. Because that is more than normal, you guys. And as I was saying, there's that little wisp off of coming off of a White Isle volcano, Tofua right there. Also, still just a little bit, nothing major. And Yasur and his friends, and these guys doing their thing. And right here is Ibu and Dukono, and then of course you'd have Liolotok at the end, and there'd be Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, and that is what the result is there. Not seeing as much from Taal, and I think it's that other volcano that was over here. I can't remember the name of it, darn it, and we'll leave it alone though. Over here we can see some stuff coming out from, I do believe that would be our wonderful Subanosi Jima, throwing off some of that SO2. The other stuff, of course, coming off of Suwan, Sakura Jima. That's the word I'm looking for. And here's what's happening in the Aleutian, not the Aleutian Islands, the Kamchatka Peninsula, as it kind of curls down and puts it here, and that's better than sending it over to us in North America. Down here, South Africa still doing their thing, normal stuff in Central Africa, and the only other area I'm kind of interested in is right here. And that, of course, would be our wonderful Kilauea, or no, not Kilauea, Etna. Boy, what am I doing here? I just really got to think about getting my words right. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting everything mixed up. Maybe I've got something wrong. I've got to check my brains. I'll check into the brains later. All right. Anyway, that is from the other guys, and of course that is on here. This is part of their little spiel off of windy.com. So for that other company that likes to complain about their stuff, they can tell windy.com to quit using the camera. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about those, and looking here at Iceland, we see very little coming off of there. Not bad. In Europe, France, Spain, very clean looking. Same with Ireland, and both England and Scotland. Up in Norway, Sweden, and Finland, pretty clean as well. A little bit in Germany, not too bad, and a little bit more in Poland. So I'm not going to worry about the SO2 around the world too much right now. Let's get into our weather, and I'm going to refresh this so we can take a look real quick. Ooh, they gave it a name, Alex. Alex is in the middle of the water here. North America first, we're seeing pretty good temperatures still up in Alaska, and very warm temperatures, warmer than here up in the Yukon and the Northwest Territories, and even into Nunavut. And I'm sure none of it want none of it. Anyway, we see Central Prairie region, some nice temperatures. A little cooler in British Columbia. Not sure why they haven't heated up yet, but that's probably good. Less forest fires that way. Looking at the United States, we see down in the southern portions, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, and as we go east, Georgia and down into Florida, looks pretty nice, and a lot warmer in Arizona, and that is super hot. Yeah, Lucas just brought up the temperature from Houston, 31 degrees Celsius or 87 Fahrenheit. That's not that bad actually, and there's that heat in Phoenix, and 42 degrees it says right there. I bet you it's hotter. Is it still 42 in Phoenix? Somebody type in WP, or I will. Never mind. Hang on. WP. There we go. Okay. Got to 100 F today. Okay. 100 Fahrenheit is warm enough. What did I hit here that wrecked this? I hit something, but we don't need all those circulation lines anyway. And oh, yes we do. Let me refresh this, you guys. I boo-booed. There we go. We do need those lines. Anyway, yeah, still 100 or 41 degrees Celsius in Phoenix, so 106 Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm. South America looks a little cooler, still pretty steady temperatures in the Amazon and our cutoff line just north of Buenos Aires as far as the cooler temperatures go. So not that bad looking. Looking at New Zealand, South Island, fairly cool, and Northern Ireland getting hit with some pretty strong winds, I think, and that is keep cooled down a little bit. I see we got 3 systems out here, and then 1 and 2 here, and maybe another one here, so lots of activity around there. Quite cold, and oh, Tasmania, that's it. And what do we got? Leo Carlson, you have 12 degrees Celsius right now in Melbourne, and a little warmer in Sydney, 14, and Brisbane also 14. Not even that much heat left up in the northern areas here, but that is okay. Our Indonesian and Malaysian areas, very hot, okay, doing its thing. Yes, Leo, for Australia, that is burr. You better get your boomer sled out there and get ready for the snowfall. Don't you guys use 6 white boomers? I think you do. Anyway, seeing this storm here, that is a little bit scary. Looking at temperatures around Iceland and that. Iceland looking pretty normal as far as temperatures, 8-10 degrees actually in those areas. That's not too bad for night or evening temperatures. We do see the warm air is kind of getting the brakes put on right here with this low. That's right there, so that's not good. Irish Monk is having some not bad weather. He's still getting some of that Gulf Stream air coming up there. A little cooler in up in Scotland, and not bad in England. Could be a little warmer in Germany right now. It is still not too bad. 14, 13 for the most part. Kind of the same thing in Holland and France as well. A little warmer down in Spain, and of course warmer down in Italy and Sicily, as well as Greece in some areas. The highlands are a little bit colder. Actually, watching here, seeing almost looks like a little warmer in Poland than it is in Germany. Even over here in Russia near Minsk and those areas. Kind of cool all the way along when we're looking up here in Norway. A little warmer in Sweden. That's kind of nice to see. And most of Finland is a little warmer as well. So that's kind of the temperatures. Let's have a quick look. I want to see what this is doing, and we'll take a quick look at precipitation, and we'll actually start out right there since we're already looking at it. And that looks like it is stirring up pretty bad. I don't know how long that's going to sit there, but I wouldn't want to be in the path of it. And that is still driving that circulation up here though, and pushing the warm air into Europe, which is really nice. Looking at up here, and we see a high pressure right there rotating this way, keeping airflow happening in Iceland. So I'm not sure where they're picking up that warm air, but they are staying fairly warm, so not too bad. Northern portions here, again, Norway, Sweden has got some rain in the middle here, same as Finland, not too bad. And we do see some rain swaths in the middle of Germany coming across, and bottom end of Denmark, not so bad over in Holland or I guess Luxembourg and Belgium, not bad. A little bit of storminess down in the bottom here of Germany, going into Austria and Switzerland, and into the northern portions of Italy. Spain looks pretty much clear, and that's kind of what we're seeing there. Looking at North America real quick, we do see this nasty business on the east coast. And then we have this happening just to the east of Chicago, I guess, and those states, whatever it's covering up. It'd be Missouri, the Show Me State, somewhere in there. And then some of the other ones affected would obviously be, looks like Tennessee and North Carolina and stuff like that. So that general area has got some pretty nasty storms happening. Not too much down in Texas, and we're seeing Central America is still seeing some nasty stuff. And yeah, looks like we got some rain coming, and that's what's happening here. And this circulation out on the coast is pumping in a lot of moisture, I guess. So that's kind of what we're seeing up in those areas. And again, looking here, Malaysian, Indonesian area, storm. That's pretty normal. And there's not too bad in Bangkok right now, but that is the way it is. We do see this low here pulling air off of Australia, hopefully making it warmer, and Perth is probably raining. We've got some stuff down there as well. Here's what Leo's dealing with at the end of that storm that's blowing past them. It's a high pressure in here, but that's cold air coming in, not hot air, unfortunately. And even Tasmania is getting blown to bits and pieces, snowflakes. It's snowing in Tasmania. Not good. It wouldn't be around too much longer, Dr. Fox. The U.S. National Hurricane Center stopped issuing advisories on Tropical Storm Alex. Okay, no problem. So hopefully it will die out. Anyway, we see some nasty stuff hitting New Zealand. This is really not very good for them right now. and we do see other storms in the area. Those poor guys out, well, actually Tofua and Tonga is out in this area, so that's not too bad for them. This stuff is a little bit to the east and south. Looks not so good there. Anyway, we do still see our equatorial storm, or very close to the equator. I know it's down a little bit lower, but I'm calling it an equatorial storm all the way around the planet. That's what we pretty much see all the time, and that is always fun to watch. Okay, Sue Hayes, are you still here? And we're going to get you to tell us the lowest temperature that you found, if you're still here, unless you want me to go hunting for it. And coldest place in Antarctica that I found was minus 72 degrees Celsius. That is pretty cold, and I don't know if I'd want to go for that. Yeah, right now I'm only seeing about minus 67 is what I see there, but I'm not sure where you caught that one. But still, that's minus 72, minus 67. Like I always say, if it's below minus 40 Celsius, it makes no difference anymore. Okay? Seriously, it does not make any difference whatsoever. Your skin, at minus 40 Celsius, your skin freezes in about 3 minutes. At minus 50 Celsius, you can cut that in half. At minus 60 Celsius, you better be covering up. And at minus 72 degrees Celsius, you better be wearing goggles, because your eyeballs will freeze shut. Okay? Anyway, on that friendly note, I think it's time to end the show. Let's pop back over to our wonderful, let's see if we can get it back over to Mount Etna and have a look there. Let's see, I want to put that there, this here, and that should be it. So that is wonderful and beautiful. And of course, you guys got to see Active Nature's wonderful video, and that was gorgeous. So if you have not yet subscribed to Active Nature, please do consider doing that. He has been very, very gracious to allow us to view and display his videos here. And in turn, of course, we told him that, yeah, we'd send traffic his way. Made no promises or guarantees as to how many people would go there, but it certainly does help to go over and give it a like. And what ends up happening is YouTube's algorithms take over. The more that are seeing it, the more likes there are, the better off it gets. Because I'm not trying to be kind of weird here when I say, you know, when he first was listing his videos, pretty much none of them were over 1,000 views. I think he was getting 200 or 300 views on a very, very good video, and I thought that was a shame. And of course, once we got into the picture and started advertising him a little bit and showing people what he's got, his viewership has gone up. He was at 225 subscribers. He's now well over 500 subscribers, and some of those videos have gone well over 10,000 views. So it really does help out if you start pushing it. Anyway, good night, Yvonne. Take care. Is it good night or good morning or good day? I don't know whether you're heading to work or what you're doing, but Yvonne Coco, have a good night / day, and take care of yourself, hugs and all that stuff. And the same goes for everyone else here, basically. And I only have the one super chat today from Garabandel for the $5. Thank you. Do appreciate that. That'll pay for the electricity. And anyway, that's it for today, you guys. I do want to thank all the membership in here. It's morning, okay, Yvonne, and I'm assuming you're going to go to work soon. So be good and have a great day. All right, thanks to all the members. I really do appreciate the support from each and every one of you guys, and also from the entire Lava family. If there's somebody else who hasn't hit that like button yet, please do consider hitting it, because it really does make a big difference in the YouTube algorithms, and we'd really like that. Such a bunch, such a bunch, Doc, thanks a bunch. Okay, got it. I was looking at, I gotta clean my glasses. It got dark in here. Normally it's very light, and it actually did get dark, and I'm kind of going, okay, it's because the rain clouds are moving in. No, late shift. Okay, so you got a little bit of time yet. All right, Yvonne, cool. Anyway, you guys, please, like I say, if you haven't hit that like button, help us out, and that is free to hit that thing, so please do that. And other than that, it is time to say goodnight. Good night, Sharon. Good night, Yvonne. Good night, Russell. Good night, Sue, and everyone else. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Grandpa. You know how that goes. Anyway, big thank you to the moderators: Arizona Snowman, CND Boy, Lucas Snow, and Joseph Fields. Thanks, mods. Piggy, of course, is off on her vacation, so she'll be back in a few days, pending, I guess, injuries. I'm kidding. Wishing her well, and hope she enjoys that wonderful show. Good night, Mars, and good night, Sharon. Okay, take care, everyone. Be good. And please make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it is now raining. And have yourselves a wonderful night. Oink, oink.